Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Let's just dig right into it. Errol Spence Jr. Now, we've already talked about Errol Spence Jr., ballooning in weight between fights and, having to drain down a massive amount of weight. Yes, you're going to have a lot of fanboys that say, oh, no, he's never missed weight. He's a consummate pro. And all of those things may be true. Errol Spence Jr. has never missed weight, but that doesn't change the fact that he's ballooning up in weight. He's getting older. He's already on the edge of 30 years old. So at the end of the day, when you look at Errol Spence Jr. and you see how much weight he's putting on between fights, you know that he cannot stay at the welterweight limit for too much longer. A few fights and he's looking to move up. Errol Spence Jr. has already stated previously that he'd fight Canelo at 160 pounds. He's already stated that he'd fight as high as 168 pounds. And if you look at this image, you see that Errol Spence Jr. is already massive, and he's looking as big as Jamal Charlo at this point. He's looking big as Jermell Charlo at this point. He's looking big as the Charlo brothers who fight at 154 and 160. So if you see Errol Spence Jr. already talking about going as high as 168, already competing at 160 against Canelo, open to these type of fights and open to those weights, it's not me, it's the facts that are presented. Errol Spence Jr. will not be at 147 for too much longer. Errol Spence Jr. is too big for the weight class, so therefore he needs to be fighting the best opponents and the best opposition right now. So that's why I believe he's avoiding Terence Crawford. He says Keith Thurman is avoiding him, but he's doing the same thing to Terence Crawford that Keith Thurman is doing to him, is avoiding the best fights at the best opportunity. I give Errol Spence Jr. all the credit in the world. He's a world champion. He's undefeated. And yes, we do want to see the best fight the best, because at the end of the day, delaying the Terence Crawford fight, looking to fight, Sean Porter, then looking to fight the winner of Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao, delaying that fight out and out and out. You don't know when Errol Spence Jr. is going to move up to face another opponent at 154 or 160. Errol Spence Jr. doesn't have a lot of time left because he's constantly ballooning, and it's going to get to the point where he's going to struggle to make that weight. And for all we know, he's already struggling. Errol Spence Jr. does not look right, melting down that much weight in any particular camp, because he's just getting way too heavy. He reminds me of a Gervonta Tank Davis looking to fight much smaller opponents while he's barely making the weight. He fought, Mikey Garcia. Regardless if Mikey Garcia called him out or not, he took the fight. He didn't have to take that fight. Terence Crawford called him out and he didn't take the fight. So at the end of the day, the fact that he's looking to fight much smaller opponents, he's calling out Manny Pacquiao right after the Mikey Garcia fight. He didn't call out Terence Crawford. He didn't call out the guy who was already undisputed. He didn't call out a guy in his prime. He didn't call out a guy who everyone says is the baddest man in the welterweight division. We all know Terence Crawford is the boogeyman of the welterweight division, and we all know that Errol Spence Jr. doesn't have much time left. That's why it looks like the writing is on the wall. Errol Spence Jr. is looking to move up before he fights Terence Crawford. Once again, Unbiased as always, is IBFP. Please share, like, and you must absolutely subscribe.